notes, make sure you take this down. So when I say if he could do it for me, then he can do it for we. What does that mean? Well, what he did for me was I was able to take $165 investment and turn it into literally 1.2 actually, Sky, right? 1.2 million a year, right? So that's little over 100,000 a month, right? And me personally, because Sky knows me best, we've been working together for about 8 years, right? So she knows that I literally came from being an electrician, making $25,000 a year. So if you're right now have goals, because that's the only reason why we'll be talking to you right now. That's the only reason why you'll be on this line right now is if you had goals, right? And my goal was to take my yearly income, what they was paying me yearly at $25,000 a year, and I wanted to make that every 7 days because my boss thought he was all that, right? So if you feel like you're smarter than your boss and you're listening right now, comment in the chat and say, been there, right? Been there, right? Because at the end of the day, if you are smarter than your boss, then he does not ever again need to be signing your paychecks. You're smarter than him. You have more charisma than him. You have bigger goals than him. So don't stay an employee. So here we're all about I Am Mastery Academy. And when I tell you the academy is serious, I'm even going to show you guys because we're a fan of diving deep, right? So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to share my screen right here. So I'm going to show you what you're actually potentially paying for, right? Because remember, this is not a cost. This is an investment. Some of y'all are only used to, paying for things. When you have a cost, you don't really expect a return because it just costs you something. So this is an investment. And right now, what you're looking at right here is the market. So make sure you write this down. This is the market, and we're going to teach you how money moves, how the actual market moves. That's why we're so excited. Because once you learn how to do this, once you learn how to trade, you never have to work a job again. Now, let me tell you what I mean. Trading is literally the only thing that you can do. You gotta mute your line.
Okay.
But you gonna let me mute the line real quick. King Tips, you gotta mute your line. We're kicking people off. Joyce, I need you on it. We're kicking people off tonight. All right. So what we doing, let me get back to what I was doing. Hold on. Share my screen. All right, perfect. Joyce, can you see my screen?
For sure.
All right, perfect. So right now, what we're looking at is something you're going to be learning about because this is the only skill set. They actually hide this from us in the States, but this is in the curriculum in Dubai. So just imagine how further along kids in certain countries are because they're learning how money works. So the reason why they don't put this in school, because if you knew how money works, you would not be working right now. For example, if you knew how money works, you would not just get your check from a job, let them, who's them, Uncle Sam, IRS, take 40% of it before you get it, and then you get it, not know what to do with it, you put it in the bank. The bank uses your savings account for their investment account. So they're taking your money, trading it in the Forex market. So write that down. That's what we're here to show you today. Because thank God for technology and thank God for education. That's all you're getting for 165 is technology and education. Now, if you've paid more than $165 for education before, whether that's college or anything, any type of course online, please comment how much money you spent in the chat, right? Because our education is absolutely mind-blowing how cheap it is. I can't even believe it, right? I don't care if you have to skip a bill, don't buy a pair of Jordans, instead of going grocery shopping and buying all these groceries, like cut back on groceries. But 165 is not life or death, right? If I was you, I would do it. So let me show you the value, right? Because what if, which is true, but what if, because, if you're skeptical, it's not going to be true for you because, you get what you give. So you're not going to get millions of dollars if you're giving skepticism, right? If you're the type of person who sleep on opportunity. Like right now, you're just asleep. This is boring to you because it's called opportunity, but you're wide awake at your job. You know, you stay woke at your job, then this is not for you, right? This is not for you because you gotta understand that opportunity is going to help you get to your dreams. Jobs are good to help you pay your bills, but jobs do not fund your dreams, right? So back to the market. So this is a $5 trillion market every day. So what we're going to show you how to do is we're going to show you how to leverage $5 to $10 every day, and we're going to grow that to hundreds of dollars every day, right? So when you're a brand new trader and you're still going through your academy, what you want to do is you want to be able to first log in. So let's log in together. Let's say, for example, you just paid $165. This is exactly what you would be doing right now. So let me just walk you through it. All right, so you would come up with a username. Make sure your username is cool, something you can remember. You know, social trader, because I love talking about it. And that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to recruit anybody. I need you to write that down. That's what makes us not network marketing. See, network marketing, 90% of network marketers are broke, right? Because the only way they can make money is by getting you to spend your money, right? A network marketer, the only way they could get money is by selling you a product, getting you to pay, you know, thousands of dollars for overpriced products, right? So what we do as investors, right, we show you the education and technology that you need, because once you buy the technology one time, you don't ever have to talk about it ever again. That's our harmonic scanner in our education. So I'm going to actually show this to you. Watch this. So when you first come in, you want to click IML Academy. Now, don't get skeptical and start counting yourself out, because I like to say when you use positive words, that's magic. But when you start using negative words, that's black magic, right? So you don't want to put black magic. You don't want to spread a disease saying you can't do something or you don't have time for it or you can't afford it. Anybody can afford $165. Anybody can afford $5 a day. You know how I know? Because there's literally crackheads on the street who have no job, but they can afford crack. So they don't see, when you're addicted to something, you're going to go get that. So you need to be addicted to learning this skill set so you can be retired in 52 weeks versus 40 years. So I need you to write that down. That's real key, actually, because some of you need to thank the person who invited you. Matter of fact, just take a second and thank them, because if it wasn't for them, in the next 52 weeks, there's a fact, unless you hit the lottery, you will be working a job. But now, because you know about us, this secret society of investors, this culture that was built 6 years ago. Make sure you write that down. The company's been around for 6 years. So this is not something that just started today. We're not trying to just, get you like, hey, pay me your money. No, this is a well-established program. Matter of fact, the CEO, he just hired a corporate staff that built the Bellagio. So when you look at our marketing, when you look at our system, look at this. That's why it's so good, because the same people who built the Bellagio took that to $1 billion brand. It's taking us to $1 billion brand. So right now, we're literally a $50 million company. So just imagine, there's over 100 plus people on this line right now. Just imagine how many millionaires has to be created for us to go from 50 million to $1 billion, right? It's just insane. So if you don't know anything about Forex, look, it's just a 3-minute video. All the videos combined in the basics is just 3 hours. So let's listen to one real quick. This is not all of it. I just want y'all to see the flow of the video. I want to give y'all a sneak peek.
Welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss the history of Forex. Many people are curious as to how the foreign exchange market exists. To better understand, we're going to have to peer back through time to the first ever trade system called the bartering system. The bartering system existed in a time where there was no money system, and people traded goods and services such as livestock, skills, talents, salt, and even people for the goods and services they needed from others. Eventually, the bartering system was abandoned for the commodity system, where people began to trade units of commodity such as shells, rice, barley, stones, and even bits of gold as they would deem more valuable as civilization progressed. Then came along the first money system that came in the form of coins called the coinage. These coins were made out of electrum, which were a mixture of gold and silver and pre-weighed. This allowed people to trade what they want for what they need. This system had large impacts all around the world, and many different countries began to quickly adopt the coinage system, which gave way for people to participate in foreign trades. The Chinese then came along with the invention of paper money, which were IOU notes from the private institutions, aka banks, in exchange for holding their gold and silver. This gave way to the gold standard, where all currencies were to be backed by gold. However, due to mass printing of paper notes not being backed by actual gold, countries decided to come together to create the first monetary trading system that would be advantageous to all countries involved by keeping exchange rates fixed in foreign trades. Due to the rough nature of fixed currencies and unfair trades, 44 countries decided to come together after World War II devastated several European countries and created the Bretton Woods systems in 1944. That quickly ended in 1973. All the countries agreed to peg their currency to the US dollar, which led way to the dollar becoming the new global reserve currency. Countries began to float their currencies in 1994, and we saw the first online currency trading system introduced in Forex history. As modern civilization advanced, so did its mass adoption. The rest, as they say, is history. We hope you found this video insightful and informational. And now that you know how the foreign exchange market was created, let's focus on how to make money in it. We'll see you in the next video.
Perfect. So real quick, if you think that was short and impactful, just comment value in the chat box, right? Just comment value in the chat box. So that's what you'll do. You'll spend your first 3 hours once you get started going through everything, getting used to what's happening. And then you'll go to tradingview.com. I need y'all to follow these steps with me, right? Tradingview.com is where you actually start practicing marking up the chart, right? So I'm gonna go over a very, very simple strategy with you just so you can see how easy this is once you get started, right? So I'm gonna just say, somebody throw out a pair real quick. Somebody throw out a pair.
GJ.
Pair. What was that?
I said GJ.
All right, so GJ. So you get 29 to 30 pairs you could choose from, right? So write that down. So that's like ammunition. You got so many bullets you can use, right? I already actually marked this one up.
I have that. I took a screenshot of it on my phone because I printed.
You already marked this one up. Look how cool this is, actually. So right now, Joyce, mute the line.
Pinolite, like Pinolite.
So right now,
because when I went online and I
can't mute them,
all the
Chad.
crystals
I don't
that
know
have
why.
even in the living room, all the new ones that I got.
Hey,
I knew
Toro,
Matthew
Grover,
the spears and all that kind of stuff. But
Matthew,
these other ones I kept asking you, like, what?
all right, cool. All right, so I'll get back to it. I don't know why. We got to figure out why you can't kick people off. We'll figure that out at the very end, because I want you to be able to just kick them off. All right. So right here, what we marked up was, because remember, this is price, y'all, and trading is way easier than your job or whatever company you're in, right? Because all you're doing is predicting whether it's going up or down. You're hitting a blue or red button in your phone, right? That's it. And you're going to make money. And then I'm going to show you how working with a team is even better. So right here, we marked up the chart. We said it was going to go up. It did, right? It hit take profit 1. So right now, trading is so easy. You know what it's going to do next, because whatever it did in the past. Hold on, having some Wi-Fi issues. Hold on one second. We're going to get right back to that. That was weird. I got a lot of apps open on my computer, so you got to bear with me. This Mac right here is the bomb. We've literally made money with a cell phone and a laptop. I just want y'all to know that. So if you have a cell phone, you're good. If you have a laptop, you're even better. All right, so it hit take profit. Take profit means get my money and put it in my bank account. All right, the retest line is all you really need to know when you're trading, because you only trade, remember, just write this down. When price breaks, retest, then you can trade. All right, so right now it's done that. It's done that. So it looks like it's ready to go. Let's see what direction. So it's in a downtrend, right? Why? Because it looks like it's going down. So remember this, the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. So it looks like, let's see what the scanner does. Now let me show you our technology. This is our technology. So if you didn't ever learn how to mark up the charts on your own, guess what? The technology already marked it up. So y'all don't have to do anything.
I'm saying it's too easy. You don't gotta do shit. You ain't gotta sit your own board. You can do it for you.
But hey, we can hear you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, mute your line, please. All right, so GJ, that's what we're gonna look for. Look how easy this is. GJ. I'm grateful for your excitement, because that's how I felt. I'm like, wow, I can make all this money by copy and pasting this technology. Now write this down. The technology is 88% accurate. So you gotta take, even though the technology works that good, you still want to take the education, because out of the last 220 trades we did, we lost only 60 of them. But with the proper risk management, you will never, ever, ever blow your account. So that's why it's important to look at this class right here. Let me show y'all the class you want to look at. It's very important. It's lot size. Make sure you write that down. It's a 5-minute video. You need to know your lot size. That's how much money you invest. Now the minimum is 10 cents. So not only is this education worth it, the technology does it for you, but you don't even see, there's a rumor talking about, oh, this is only for rich people. Well, you've been lied to your whole life. That's why they told you to go get a job and go to school, because they just want to lie to you so you don't learn the secret to money. All right, and then the next video you want to study, I probably passed it. I get so excited. Look, it even teaches you how to enter a trade on your iPhone, right? All right, right here. So when to trade Forex. If you're brand new, look at this video. Now, let me go right back to the technology real quick. Because right now what we're looking for is the pair GJ. Because even though I marked it up and I said it's going to sell, let's see what the technology does. This is how you can confirm your technology. That's why you pay $5.50 every day.
Are you done?
Dad, it's in the red triangle.
Huh?
GJ
Okay.
is usually in that red triangle somewhere.
GJ. It's all good. It's not in the red triangle today. They probably didn't mark this pair up. So here it is. If you're looking for a pair and you can't find it, that means the scanner just hasn't got to it yet. So please mute your line, Rico. Rico, please mute your line. Thank you. All right. Perfect. All right. So here we go. We're going to share the line. I see y'all are serious. Y'all are yelling at people too in the chat box. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So yeah, you don't want to mess these last couple of minutes up, because people's literally about to change their life. So real quick, if you've made money using one of our products in the IML, in the IM Master Academy, please tell us what was your best day trading and what product did you use, please.
Hi guys, this is Joyce. My first best day was 1700. I used Milwaukee Sauce by Miss Jacqueline Lopez, Hey Jack. And I traded like $2 and some change on Bitcoin. And then not too long ago, I had a $2,500 day, and I was trading a kill strategy, the above and below, and I made it off like $13. I want to say,
Turn the light on.
like off $13, I made $2,516.
Wow. Hold on. You turned $16 into how much?
$2,516.
Awesome, Sauce. If you can, post the proof in the WhatsApp. Anybody next?
Hey, good night, guys. This is Ashira from Barbados, and I would have made one of my biggest days was when I made 10,000 US dollars using Swipecoin, which is our cryptocurrency app. So I invested $10 in order to turn it into $10,000.
Awesome. And let me tell you, so that I'm so glad you said something, because it reminds me this opportunity is in 128 different countries. So when you're making US money, that is double in other countries, ladies and gentlemen. So Swipe Trades, write this down on your notes if you're brand new. That's another one of our products where you don't have to do nothing. So you have a 6 or 7 figure trader literally doing all the work, all the technical analysis, and then sends you exactly what to put in your phone so you can make money or lose money when they do. And obviously, if a 7-figure earner tells you to buy gold, comment in the chat if you're going to buy it. Is there anybody else who want to talk about their best day and what product did they use? We'll take one more.
This is Tammy from Barbados.
Tammy Tam.
What's up? All right, so my best trading day was about $550 US dollars, and that was from Gold Cup.
Cool. I love your setup there. What, you got a podcast setup going on?
Yeah, a little extra stuff here happening.
Hey, that's what happens when you're making money, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
I love it. So let's shift gears real quick, because since Tammy just spoke real quick all the way from Barbados, we might as well tell you the other side of the business, right? So we talked about the first side of the business, which is totally trading, totally education. You can make millions of dollars without having nobody knowing about it or joining you in business. Now, there is a side where if you wanted to participate, you can actually participate. And let me show you that real quick. So when you want to get started in the company, anytime you refer 2 people to the business, just one time 2 persons, you're actually free, right? Totally free. You don't have to pay the $5 every day to be able to participate in your education, which is still cheaper than Sally and May, right? But when you refer 3 people to the business, you're now making $150 a month, which to me, I was working as an electrician for 3 years when somebody first told me about residual income. And I was working a job. I ended up being there total for 6 years, but year 3 is when I realized that, wow, I don't have residual income after that long amount of time. So maybe you might be working a job and you're probably asking yourself, well, I've been at my job for a long time. Nobody's paying me $150 every single month for doing the work I already did. So that's a big deal, right? So with 3 people, you can make $150 a month residual. Not only that, do you know how much money you have to have in your bank account for it to gross $150 every month? A lot, right? A lot of money. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have one of the top recruiters in the entire IML right here on our call in our organization. We're blessed to have her. Everybody show Tammy some love. She's number 12 in a $50 million company, ladies and gentlemen.
Blessings. How you doing? God bless you.
Go.
Take over.
So that's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. So you can already see why she got all that new cool stuff, all that custom stuff. I love it. We changing lives, ladies and gentlemen. So write this down. In 52 weeks, your life will change, whether it's financially or spiritually. But either way, it's still a blessing. All right, so you want to look at the dashboard. Right? So right here you see for Platinum 5000, there's only 52 people remaining. So let's look at the rank details. Let's see what that is so you can take a screenshot of this. I want you to know this because this is your retirement plan. Right? This is the cheat sheet. So write that down. Take a picture of this. Because this is how you're going to retire. And we'll explain it to you later. All you need to know right now is 2 people you're free. 3 individuals pays you $150 a month. And once you stop there at 3. But once it grows to an organization of 12 total, you are now making $600 every single month. And it looks like this.
Can you share your screen? Share your screen.
Oh, you can't see?
No.
All right, so look, I'm going to mute the line, and y'all got to be quiet. That's why this screen keeps getting off. You gotta keep your line muted. All right, so I'm about to share the screen so y'all can see this thing. All right, so right here is the cheat sheet. So take a screenshot of this for all the coachable people, right? And that's gonna be your freedom date. Like once you can match what you make at your job residually from your phone, your life is gonna be a whole lot better. So is there anybody on the line right now making $600 a month? Please let us hear you. What's your name real quick? Just your name. Just shout out your name real quick if you're making $600 residual income every month.
Zenja Dunn.
Yanan Evans.
Shira Darlington.
Nice. Real quick, if you're making $1,000 residual income every month, meaning you have completed this right here, meaning out of your 3 legs, you have successfully helped 12 people in one leg, 12 people and 6 people in another leg. If you have done that, please say your name and where you're from.
Sohan, and I'm from Warner Robins, Georgia, but currently located in Athens.
Turn up. Congrats. Just think about what you could do.
Tony Wealthy. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Shouts out to my mentor, Chad Thompson.
Nice. See, so as you're hearing this, just imagine what you're going to do with $1,000 residual income coming to your bank account every single month. Even if you work a job and you love it, just imagine going to work and your mortgage is already paid. Is there anybody on the line right now currently making $2,000 residual income every single month?
Yeah. Hey, Chad, Danny's from Barbados.
Hey. There you go, Denise. How that $500 a week hitting out there in Barbados for you? How is that?
They're really good because it's double. So it's 500 US. That's 1,000 Barbados dollars a week.
Ooh. And real quick, since you're talking and you got the mic, just share with everybody what you do. Is this all you do? Or, do you work a job? Just give us a quick story real quick. Who are you?
All right. So my name is Danny Hines. I'm 25 years old. I'm a natural hairstylist by profession. And my business does extremely well. But really early on in life, I realized that I can't have one stream of income. And it's not only multiple streams, but the fact that I'm able to impact as many lives as humanly possible. And then you're compensated because the more you focus on impact, then the income comes along with it. So I'm a natural hairstylist. I'm a philanthropist. I have a nonprofit organization here in Barbados that is fully Forex funded. Girls are exposed to everything outside of academics, mentorship on bullying, conflict resolution, self-esteem, and all of that is Forex funded. So I am super happy and grateful for this opportunity. And an extra 2,000 US a month, that it's gonna do something more. So I'm super happy about that.
Amen. So how far away are you from your next level, which, let's zoom in on it, is $5,000 a month?
Yeah, so I'm about 60 away from P5,000 now. So by the end of this October, that's done.
So let's just talk about this guest. If you're a guest on the line, her next rank is literally $60,000 residual income. And how long have you been doing this, D?
September 18th for 2 years.
So she's put 2 years in, about to smash 60,000 residual. If you know somebody who's went to college for 5 years or more, still not making 60,000 residual, comment I know them in the chat box. Because at the end of the day, that's because you're on the line talking about, well, I don't know anybody. You know 3 people who went to college and they're not making $60,000 residual income. So you need to share them and introduce them to these stories you're hearing, because this is absolutely real, ladies and gentlemen. And write this down. So if you want to become a 6-figure earner with us, all you have to do is help 7 people make $1,000, right? So once you help 7 people accomplish this rank right here, you're literally a chairman 10. And let me show you what some of our chairman 10s has been doing, because we've been popping chairmans like popcorn. Let me show y'all my Facebook page real quick. This is probably the best way I could do it, because I've been posting them for the last 2 days. So ladies and gentlemen, and if you're not following me on Facebook, please follow me on Facebook. Shoot me an inbox if I invited you to this call, and just say, hey, I'm ready to get started. Right? So look, this is Q. He just hit chairman. Man, it feels so good because I know his family. He talked about his wife, his daughter, how everybody's about to eat. This is John. John just hit chairman 50 at 23 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $50,000 a month. Right here, we got JVL. If you're on the line, JVL, let me know you're on the line. But JVL, he's 6 people away from chairman 10. The boy is 19 years old. Right, 19 years old, 6 sales away from 2,200 a week. It's just getting insane. It's just getting insane, right? And that's me. That's my boy Waylon shouting me out for smashing 100,000 plus a month, right? So our organization is really winning, right? You can't deny that, right? The only thing you can deny is if you believe it or not. Right, so this is the app you're going to have, because there's literally 4 apps you got to have to be successful in this business. So if you can imagine you making millions of dollars just opening and closing 4 apps, welcome to your new life. Right, so Telegram is one of the apps you got to have, because this is where we send signals. So just look at this, for example, the Retire Rich signal chat, right? So Take Profit 2 hit, Take Profit 1 smashed, right? So this is all you have to do is just put in these numbers. Look at this. This is what a signal looks like. It tells you to sell this pair, and we're looking, this is our target, right? So you need Telegram. The next app you're going to need is WhatsApp, because that's where we actually post our proof, our stats, just anything inspirational, things that we read. If you have questions, this is where you'll ask your questions. Because we literally have 250 people 24/7 ready to answer your questions all throughout the day, all throughout the night. So I'm excited. I'm going to stop overcooking the grits, because I believe you heard enough. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me your question, because now is your time. You've seen the success. You've heard the stories, right? You've seen our products. Like, I don't know what else you need to see. Like, if you're not excited, then you must be dead from the neck up. Like, you must be. So we're going to check your post right now. And if you got any questions, feel free to ask them, because we're here for you.
Everybody know everything. Nobody don't have no questions.
What's called me at the wrong time, bro?
Hey, does anybody have any questions? There's no such thing as a stupid question.
Somebody said, how are you so successful in network marketing?
Get started, brother.
Yeah, so if you want to get started, get back with the person who invited you. Find their Facebook page, find their Instagram page. Tell them, hey, I just looked at the information. I'm ready to send me your link, right? And the way I'm successful is no secret. I do exactly what Tammy does, right? She has a mentor. I have a mentor. I take my mentor heart attack serious, meaning I don't waste his time when I call. right? When I call him, I ask him, what do I need to do every day? Like today, I said, sir, you got me to $120,000 a month. Well, what do I need to be doing to get to $250,000 a month? Like when you look down in your organization, what do you need your leaders looking like? Right? So as long as you ask questions like that, like Chad, what do you need me looking like? Like how do I need to be moving? Right? That's how you become successful. Being open and honest. And when you're scared of something, like if the mentor tells you something and you're scared, you gotta say, man, I never did that before. But that just means, guess what? You need to love on you a little bit more. You just need more self-love. Because anybody can do anything. Somebody by the hundreds has did it already. I would see if this was like just one person winning, but that's not the case. We got hundreds of people winning. So now you just got to remember, what am I not doing? Is there any other questions?
How much is it to get started again?
It's just $165. Any other questions?
Now, is that to get started or is that the initial investment?
That's to get started. That's what you said. How much to get started? $165, which is an initial investment. That's the same thing. You invest $165, boom. You get everything I just showed you. You're going to take your academy. You're going to take your 3-hour academy. You're going to learn. Then you're going to say, what's next? We're going to show you how to set up your demo account. We're going to show you how to do everything. What's next? You'll find out what's next once you get in. It makes no sense to tell you what's next if you're not going to get in. Any other questions?
Also, tell them like 165 isn't forever. Everybody, if everybody can hear me, 165 isn't forever. It was a promotion that the company did just out of being the kindness of their heart, and it's going to be over in a few days. So it'll be back to 225. It might even go up. I'm assuming that it's going to go over 225. I'm not 100% sure, but the 165 won't last forever. It'll only be for a few days.
Hey, great stuff. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so make sure you plan to take action within 72 hours.
Shoot, I'd ask some questions, but I'm so brand new. I'm in listening mode.
I got you. Well, whatever's on your heart, man. There's really no such thing as a stupid question.
I feel that.
When you're brand new, it's like, man. But at the end of the day, we're not going to be on the line too much longer. So I would hate for you to hang up this line and ask somebody of lower success when you got somebody that's right here that wants to help you. So if you got any questions, feel free to ask, because this is what I did. Let me tell you that first. So when I saw this, because I'm only 2 years in, but I saw it 4 years ago. So when I saw this 4 years ago, what I did was I asked somebody broke, what should I do? And what they told me, I swear to God, if I could go back and fight them, I would. Because I listened to them. And what happened was it took me as you see, I'm just 2 years in. I could be 4 years in right now. So if I was y'all, I would not take this for granted. I would get started and get money. Is there any other questions?
What's the time frame when you get to $1 billion in revenue? Like what's the time frame for that to happen?
Well, obviously, that's up to God. But what our goal is by the end of 2020. Because right now we have 100,000 customers. We got to get to 1 million customers by the end of 2020. So that's our company goal. That's the time frame.
Okay.
And as far as customers, that like people on the team, or because I guess that's a source of revenue, but also I guess the revenue we'd make for profit would be trading currencies.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So a customer is all of us. We all start off as a customer. It's almost like a student. So when you pay $165, you are a customer. You're a student. You get to take the class. You get the mentors. You get all the technology. So everybody's a customer. It's only when you want to actually go build the business is when you become an IBO. So if you don't want to recruit, all you got to do is stay a customer and learn how to trade. If you want to do both, which you could do, you can recruit and build a team, or you just need to be a customer and an IBO. And the IBO is just $15 additional. So make sure you write that down. So if you want to be IBO too, and you want to get residual income, it'll be $165 plus some tax, plus $15. So it's all cheap stuff.
So IBOs that just give you some type of access on one of the apps to where you start trading currencies?
No, that's customer. So a customer gives you access to all that. An IBO gives you access to building the team.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Earlier, you were talking about a flyer. Is that a real flyer or that was like a metaphor?
I'm not.
Talking about the
Hey, is there any other questions? Unmute your line.
Hey, Chad. I think you was talking about the pre-launch. Yeah, the pre-launch.
Hey, one second. Is there any other questions? Is there any other questions about what we just covered?
Chad, can
I
you?
don't ever remember saying pre-launch, but let's answer questions first. Yes, ma'am.
Can you come in as a customer and then move over to an IBO when you're ready? Or what is start?
Yeah, so for example, let's say, all you had was $15, right? Let's say you don't have the 164. So you can actually start off as an IBO, right? So you can actually, the company says, you know what? Just bring a few people to this college, to this IM Mastery Academy, AKA college, right? Just bring 3 people and we'll pay you $150 every month. So if you don't have 165 cash, then just use your effort and refer 3 people, let the company pay you, and then use their money to get started. So that's just the way to do it if you're excited and you have vision, but little money, right?
Okay, Chad. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have 3 people that win the trade, so I want to know the next step.
Perfect. So the next step is I'm going to send you a link. You can get started, invest your money, and then you're going to get your own link, and then you're going to send them your link. That way you get the credit, and you'll start making $150 tonight.
Okay, bet.
Right. So remember, everybody get back with the person who invited you to this call. That way you can get the credit. That way you can make some things happen. And we're going to have this call every Thursday. So make sure, matter of fact, let's set a goal. Let's set a goal to have 300 people on the line next Thursday, because you're so excited, you're going to have your 3. All right, so it's 160 people on this call. If everybody brought 3 people next Thursday, it'll be insane. Right? So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Let's thank God for this opportunity. Let's thank God for whoever invited you to this call, because that's the only way we're receiving these blessings. And share the love. I'll see y'all at the beach.
Thank you, sir.